Welcome. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can become a coach and what exactly it means for you. I am Kerry Dutton. I'm a wealth coach to female entrepreneurs, and I absolutely love to help my clients really understand what they can do as a coach, how they can help their clients, and what exactly is their story, is their expertise that they can package up into a beautiful offer. Now, I must say that the coaching industry is rapidly growing. And along with that, a lot of coaches are realizing that when they start one to one coaching, they really need to charge a high fee. And doesn't take long before you are tapped out in time. So I want to frame this lesson in saying that you absolutely don't need to spend a lot of time coaching one to one. You can absolutely become a coach and launch your online program at the same time so that you can truly grow a scalable business. I believe that to be in business, you really do have to remove yourself from the time for money mentality. So, in looking at coaching and creating an online course at the same time, that truly is a passion led business that will enable you not only to reach clients across the globe, but you'll also have the scalability in your business model so that you can offer different programs. You can still work with your beautiful clients and focus on transformation. I can tell you, as a high-end coach for female entrepreneurs building businesses, I have learned a lot by coaching clients and actually seeing what they really need help with. And I must say that really the first paradigm shift or myth I want to break with you is that you absolutely need to be working with your clients live and creating your course at the same time. There is an old thought pattern of, if I need to launch an online course, I need to film the course first and then sell it. But absolutely, I do not stand behind that strategy. For me, I coach my clients in how to create an online program, an online course, and launch it live. So if this sounds like it's a perfect step for you, then definitely listen on. I am going to be sharing with you my step-by-step process of how I coach my clients in packaging up their genius into an offer that is an online course model. All right. So I'm so thrilled to share this with you because not only will this allow you to create passive income and unlock your ability to help people around the world, it is also a very smart way of setting yourself up for success so you don't burn out. And another thing too is I want to breathe some belief into you, and that you absolutely don't need to spend a year or 2 years working one-to-one with clients to be the expert before you launch a course. Absolutely not. I see my clients and I can see the genius in them from their story. So I'm going to take you through that right now. So the 5 steps that I use to coach my clients through unpacking what their offer is and what their course could look like really is an amazing process. And I follow the wealth codes. So for me, it's a very structured process. It follows 5 steps, and it really does come from a place of understanding how to not only embody the way of being, but also activating everything within you. So the wealth codes I developed, which is a proven framework to help you ascend in business and use energy to manifest and really create a business from your soul alignment. So what we do is we first will go through the wealth codes. So the first wealth code is the awareness code. And this is where we really start unpacking and becoming aware of what your soul gifts are and truly start understanding what lights you up, what you want to be working on. And I'll go through that in more detail in a second. The next wealth code is the alignment code. And this is where we truly start aligning how you want to run your business, what time you have available, what your client avatar looks like, and really make sure you're attracting and you are holding that vibration to attract your soulmate clients to you. The third wealth code is awaken. And this is where we start awakening that passion within you. We start awakening the message you want to share and also start packaging up and customizing how you have worked, what lessons you've learned, and start creating this beautiful business. The fourth is now that we have absolute clarity in the soul aligned business, then you are activating. So this is now when you start doing the social media, you start creating the content, you start sharing your message in such a powerful way. You show up on video and become such a magnetic force that you start magnetizing your clients to you. And then we elevate upwards into ambassador code. And this is where you start taking on that quantum leadership role, where you start finding collaborative partners, ambassadors, and other people to join this mission with you. Because I think that business does not have to be done alone. I have collaborations. I absolutely love doing that in business. And this is where you absolutely can unlock more opportunity for you to make more impact in the world. And that obviously will come back to you in your cosmic compensation. So if this sounds like an amazing way to create a business, then definitely listen on. I am going to be sharing with you the process, and I look forward to taking you through this so that you can start making some notes. You can start thinking about what you want to create and how you want to bring it into the world. So the first wealth code we're going to talk through, and these are absolutely the 5 pillars to conscious wealth. These are going to make such a big difference to you when you take this process. And it is definitely something I have created because I have started my business. I left the corporate world as a chartered accountant, and I literally just took the knowledge that I had and started creating a business from it. And I can tell you the lesson I learned from that was I was very successful in creating a business that I didn't love, right? I created a bookkeeping business. I was becoming a CFO. I was doing this work. And when I maxed out my time and realized I kept having this voice in my head saying, I'm really destined for more than this. I'm not loving what I'm doing. I don't like the detail. I don't like the types of clients I'm attracting. I really want to work with empowering women. I want to work with changing wealth in the world. I want to make a difference. And it was only then that I realized that I had invested over 2 years into my business without really understanding exactly what lit my soul up. And so this is the shortcut I want to share with you is it's so important to really firstly create the business from the soul of what lights you up, because man, it's easy to create a business if you just do the certain actions, but you don't want to get to the end and realize you've created what I say is you've put your ladder on the wrong wall. And then you may basically have to climb down and start again. And that's exactly what I did. So I took some time off and I really centered into my soul. I went through a whole spiritual awakening. And I really sat back and thought how I wanted to work in this world. And so I've gone through quite a few different ascensions. And right now, I am absolutely loving the clients I work with, how I get to work, how I get to empower my clients. And so, this is why this work is so important. And this is why this process for me is the wealth codes, because we want to structure the business that is sustainable, that is leverageable, and that is scalable, and also ultimately is you doing work you love doing. So listen in. If you are loving what I'm sharing right now, then please like and comment. Let me know what you're loving about this, and also subscribe. And I so look forward to sharing more of these videos with you. All right, let's get into the first code. So, the awareness code. So, you need to create the awareness first. And once we have that, then we need to feel the alignment. And after that, we are going to start healing to awaken this inner goddess. Okay, let's start unpacking the steps in creating your online course as a coach. Now, we're first going to use the wealth codes, and we really want to start with the awareness code so that you know where you want to be and how you want to get there. So, for awareness, we are going to really start understanding and knowing what lights you up. So, I'm going to ask you some questions. We're going to start with the wealth code awareness. This code is all about really unlocking the power within you and shifting to a higher mode of awareness so that you can start identifying your gifts and your stories, and also start seeing the potential of what you can teach others. So grab your notebooks out, and I'm going to ask you some questions that is going to really jog some thoughts with you and help you build your course blueprint. And this is from a sense of being grounded. So we want to first ground you and get clear on what is within you, and really kind of get into that creative space where you can start seeing what components of your life can come together and create a coaching package. So what I've done in the past with my clients is I will draw out 3 circles. So you'll have one circle, which is your past experience, you know, your professional experience, your qualifications, and we'll unpack that and see all the courses, all the mentoring, everything you've taught and learnt in your life. Then the next circle, which overlaps, is going to be what lights me up, what is creative, what do I love, what do I feel drawn to. And it's an area that I can be in and time just stops for me. So this is now leading into your passion, and really start looking at what really do I want to be doing. And then the third circle down the bottom is kind of what are you known for from others? What do people come to you for advice in? What do you feel led to be doing all the time? So, for example, for me, like, what is the consistent repeating story in your life? For me, I have always found that I love to create from a space of newness. So I'll be the first. I'll be the first to put my hand up and go on a secondment. I'll be the first to break a bonus scheme and smash it out of the water. I'll be the first to create something, and I know that sense in me is like, I love challenge. Okay. When I was younger, I had a horse who was broken, and I loved the journey in getting his confidence back and slowly teaching him so that he could jump again in competitions and not be so afraid. So I actually have this sense within me that I love helping other improve all those that are broken. And also in every part of my career, I realized that I would end up being in some sort of teaching or leadership role. I always put my hand up first. I love any opportunity to teach and educate. And so that's quite a significant area. And now that I've done my wealth design, my human design, I can see that I have very prominent areas in leadership and also in being a generator. So that just makes total sense now. So that bottom area is what people come to you for, what roles you tend to find yourself in repeating. And also perhaps it's probably worth getting your human design done so that you can see exactly what your codes are, what your strength centers are. And absolutely, I think it is an incredible insight into how you are as a person. All right. So now that we've got those three circles, I want to also jog your memory with a few other things. So, how does it feel to have zero clarity? But now that you see those three triangles, you're starting to see how things can interrelate, and how, for me, as a chartered accountant, and also I love creativity, how I've managed to create a business from that sense of a wealth coach, doing vision boards, helping women create businesses, working on wealth branding, helping them show up online. And, obviously creating online courses for me is something I love to do. And I use the process and the structured background, and I have the flexibility and creativity in my own business to be able to do that. And then I have that strong leadership center. So I naturally love delegating work. So I now have my virtual assistant who I can delegate to, and I'm working in partnerships and collaborations. So you can see how anything is possible, and you really need to understand and become aware of how you like to work to create the business from that space. Okay, so what's the pattern that repeats? How does making money doing what you love, how does that feel? And also, what do you want to be known for? So for me, I want to elevate 1,000 women to wealth. It is something that is really like deep within my core soul mission. And so is there something within your deep soul mission? Maybe it's something you've experienced in your life that has left you. Maybe there's a dark truth in your story, something you've overcome. Then that's an important part that you could create a business from. All right, so now we have that awareness. I am thrilled that you've probably had some light bulb moments, and I would love you to share them in the comments. I'd love to see what you have discovered for yourself in this initial wealth code awareness. And I'm going to share with you some examples of what you can do with this. So, a few of the important things that you can do now is to really look at what extra tools and experience that you have learnt and systemized, just like I've shared the wealth codes, to get you from a point of either going through a struggle in your life or seeing someone at point A, and now you have progressed to Z. And simply this next process is looking at your journey. And really, to be a coach, all you have to do is find someone who's a few steps behind in their journey, and you are where you are now, and you need to, create the roadmap for them to shortcut all the lessons and detours that you had to get to the point where you are now. I believe everyone has the ability to be a coach right now. You don't need to go and do a course to become a life coach. You don't need to go and do a qualification. These days, it is a lot more preferred to have someone who has experienced the experience over the information learning. People these days want transformation. They're not really interested in information. They can get information on a book, they can search YouTube, they can read information. But as a coach, the coach's purpose is to help someone go from A to Z in a methodical way and in a way that gives them a transformation. So I hope this really inspires you to think right now that you have that blueprint to become a coach and to create your online course. I would love to share some more with you in the next videos. I'm going to be sharing each of the wealth codes with you in the next videos. And so be sure to watch those videos and walk along the process of unpacking what you could be doing as a coach and what your online course could look like. So make sure you subscribe, like, and share this with anyone else who is probably at a turning point in their lives that they perhaps need something else to look forward to. So make sure you check out the next video, and I absolutely cannot wait to see you there. Thank you so much, and I would love to see your comments and see you in the next video.